And welcome back to ModSauce. That's right, I'm still here, I'm still alive, and we're still working at it. I know it's been a week since the last ModSauce episode, but I had a little bit going on, a little bit of fun with migraines and multiple toothache problems and so on, and other stuff and things that I'm sure you really don't want to hear about. And you'll notice there has been a change here, though. I got rid of those frickin' barrels. Every last frickin' one of them. As a matter of fact, I've got them right here. 2 stacks plus 22 of Oakwood barrels from Factorization and 17 of the Java Better barrels. And, frankly, here's what I'm going to do with that. I'm going to drop these things down here in the water and let them despawn. I don't want them. I do not plan to ever use barrels again, if I can possibly help it. At least not in this world, in this server. Because not only have I got the 16K, these 16K storage cells that I started out with, I now finally have 4 64K cells. And I can't make any more because I need more of these. And if I go to craft one, it's going to tell me that I'm short on Certus quartz crystals and calculation processors. The Certus quartz crystals will be self-fulfilling because I do have a quarry running. And the quarry, by the way, is a little bit of an adventure in itself because shortly after the last episode was finished recording, I'm pretty sure it was shortly after then that the thing shut down because the lava source powering it, which was an ender pump in the nether, ran dry. So I got in there this morning, I moved the pump, everything's powered up again, the quarry is running. I have got my cobble going into deep storage and the dirt and the gravel. Some of these things are in here at the moment. There's like 6,000 cobble in there and 1,000 dirt. And there's some gravel in there too. Yeah, 320 dirt. 320. Well, let's go ahead and move. Oh, please. Yeah, I'm going to move the gravel in here. I need to get storage buses hooked up to these things, but we'll get there. Alright, I've got my interface terminal. It shows where all my what all crafting recipes I've got programmed in here, and of course my terminal for making those. Now there's been some more changes down below here. That's the same. But here we've got an ME controller. It's only 3 blocks right now, but that's enough for the moment. I was reading on the page where you find out how to actually make this thing and how to set it up, that it's got some funny rules. It can't be no more than a 7x7x7. And apparently it can have, like, there's the 1 block in the middle, and then it can go 2 blocks either side. Something like that. But basically, you can't have more than 3 consecutive in a line pieces of that. At least that's what it looks like to me on the website. Got some of the dense cable. Coming over here, I've got my molecular assembly chamber. I have ME interfaces on 4 sides of it. And I'm going to do the same thing here. ME interface on 4 sides. And that's where all my crafting is coming from. And I figure this way, using the dense cable, it'll carry 32 channels out from the controller. And each one of these is going to be, let's see, yeah, 4 channels on that one, 4 channels on this one. So I'll be able to have a total of 8 of them coming off of this cable with 4 channels each. Maybe minus 1, because I do have one going up there for the input from the for part of the input from Quarry and whatnot, which I'll get to. So I'm going to be expanding this, but right now I do have one difficulty in expanding the AE system, and that is a serious shortage of calculation processors. If I look in here, I've got 5 of them, and let's see, I'm doing better. I got about a stack and a half a stack and a half of engineering processors and just about a stack of logic processors, so I'll have to get them all automated too. But that is at least something. I got a place to start now. So I've got my inscriber here, and let's see, let me do the recipe on this. Yeah, and let me think. Okay, I don't need to press for that one. I just need it on this one. Alright. Okay, I've got, let's see, an ME export bus. Hook that up there. And for here, we're going to export printed silicon. And there's a piece of cable I can throw in there. In fact, I need to get more of that cable. Alright. Oh, I just realized. That needs to input through the bottom. Alright, so these guys in there. And ME interface to pick them up coming out. And we'll have another one to pick up the output from this one. Alright. Okay. And actually, I need to make these, so I need to put out the pure Certus quartz, not the whatchamacallit. Okay. Alright. Run some cable over here. I also put together a crafting unit, which is necessary to make those workable. You have to have this. I'll need to expand this at some point and get some more crafting storage onto it, but it's enough to function for right now. And I got a sneaky feeling that this connecting to that doesn't necessarily work. So I'm going to sneak in here and hook up the cable directly to that. There. Now, let's see, that's hooked up. Alright, I need to run some power into that. Where is... Now, I've got some power transfer pipe somewhere around here. That should be enough. Alright, we'll just hook up to that node. Alright. And I'll just run the power through that. Now I'm hoping that these will work for providing power to... Oh, blast it all, it won't connect. Oh, it does, it does. Alright. The ME export bus is not exporting. System has pure Certus quartz in there. Alright. I knew this was going to be an adventure and fail. Alright, export bus is set to export pure Certus. And that's what I need for this. Pure Certus and the calculation press. The calculation press is in place. Is it possible that I do need to put this there? Yes, it is. So I'll just go ahead and break this. Replace it with cable. Got an ME interface here that should be good for... maybe that's the wrong form of it. Do that. Hook up cable to it. Well, I could just go ahead and get myself an ME import bus. And try that. Oh, why those things are so much harder to break now. Oh, that's the wrong friggin' one. Alright. Interface, export bus. I picked up an import bus. I know I did. Oh, yeah, okay. All right. And we will tell it to import these guys. All right, excellent. It would probably be handy if I put the power line back that I broke. this one up as well. Alright, now for this one, we need printed calculation circuits, redstone, and printed silicon. So we'll need actually 3 export buses. Yeah, alright. I need to get another export bus. Do I have one in here? No. Okay. Okay. It looks terrible and sloppy as all get out, but I don't care. As long as it works, I don't care. And hook this one up with this printed silicon. Take that ME interface. Replace it with an import bus. Tell that to import these guys. Cable. Alright, we are growing calculation processors. Now all I have to do is duplicate this setup for the engineering and other processors and rig some kind of a setup with level emitters to turn them on and off. Because as it is, I'm going to have to break the power line or break the cable or something to shut it off after it's got enough to do something. But at least it's a step. It means that I can now make the calculation processors, which will permit me to freely start making these guys as soon as I have enough Certus quartz. I'm also going to have to rig up some kind of a way for automating the production of pure Certus quartz and the fluix crystals and pure fluix and all that good stuff. But at least I'm getting some progress done, some actual real progress, instead of sitting around here basically with too many barrels and not enough of anything else and so on. So I'm going to let that thing cook up some processors for a while. Actually, how many is in there now? Alright, I got 21 calculation processors already. Alright. And we've got 123 pure Certus. So that's what's going to stop it, is when that runs out. So I'm going to take a trip over to my quarry. And it's a long way, so I'm going to cut out until I get there. Alright, here we are. Right now it's working on this chunk right here. And as you can see, there's not a whole heck of a lot of it. And that's because, like I said, its power got cut off. Oh, for crying out loud. A spider with a creeper hat? Oh, boy. Unless that was a creeper jockey. I don't know. I'll have to look that up and see if that's a thing. But creepers that ride spiders? Not my idea of a great time, I'll tell you. Not looking forward to that being a thing. Anyway, so as you can see, not very much of the quarry has been mined out. We've got one marker here, and this marker over here that defines how wide the area is, and then from there over to here where the quarry is. So it's not a very big spot, and the reason that I'm doing one here in the overworld, leaving this big world hole, is well, the world hole, frankly, so I can see where the heck it is. And I'm doing it here because in the mining age, the one thing you can't get is clay. So I'm going to do this one here, and then after that I will continue on in the mining world, because if I'm not mistaken, I think there is probably some kind of a way to automate the manufacture of clay, which will then make this kind of thing unnecessary. And what I may very well do is get a Buildcraft filler and fuel it up with good grief, a skeleton with some kind of high-tech armor. That's just wrong. And take a, well, like I was saying, set up a builder here, and then I might just for a while feed it my excess cobble, and I will have plenty of that because I'm going to be running lots of quarries. But that's not now. And I am also going to start setting up some means of producing the double and triple and quadruple cobblestone stuff. Compressed cobblestone, that's right. Yeah, double, triple, and quadruple compressed cobblestone, and get down to making those bedrockium ingots and so on, because that sounds really cool. And then definitely want to do that. Alright, now, let's see. Okay, it's going to be 1,300 blocks. I'll be back. Alright, we're almost back, and this UFO is still parked here. I tell you what, it looks really cool. It just, I'm thinking of it as a UFO, or maybe a, looking at these arms, maybe it's a floating base with landing pads. I don't know. But what can I say? I'm shamefully behind in video watching, mostly because, frankly, it's hard to watch all the videos you want to watch, because who has the time to watch that many videos in one day? As a matter of fact, there's more videos to watch than can be watched in one day, unless you manage to do it at like triple speed or quadruple speed or something, and who's going to get anything out of that except maybe an occasional laugh? Alright, the next big thing that I need to do here on a more immediate need basis is power production. Yes, these lava generators produce a pretty respectable amount of power, and the lava is essentially almost free. But you still have to keep going to the nether to move the pump side of this thing. And the amount of power the sucker is consuming, I don't actually know, except what this node is telling me. Alright, it's holding 10,000 RF just about, pretty much. And I've only got 2 of these. I really wish Applied Energistics would at least give you some way to know how much power these things store. I haven't seen anything anywhere that tells me how much they store, and whether there's a higher, I think there's a higher tier version of these that will hold more, but it still doesn't tell me how much. Anyway, alright. Okay, we got this going, we got that still going. Alright, let's see how we're doing for processors. Okay, we've got plenty here, so let's go 64K. Bang. Let me make 10 of them. Okay, we don't have that much material. Let's make at least 4. Still short on Certus quartz. Yeah. Can I get away with 1? Nope. Okay. So I'm going to have to wait on the quarry producing enough Certus quartz to make any more. But at least I can. And with 4 of them in here to start with, and the 3/16s that I started with, that's at least a start. It's a step in the right direction. We're getting to the point where now the AE system can begin taking over all storage and whatnot. I've still got a bunch of chests around here. I've already broken some of them up. I've got to get the rest of these chests broken up, the contents into the AE system, and start cleaning up and organizing around here. Cleaning up this mess. Like, there's more stuff right here. Let's just grab this and get my ender pouch, which goes right to the sorting chest, and bam. There. Perfect. And I need to do that with the rest of these. And get those broken up. I'm not using those anymore. Not with an AE system that works. And just bam, there it goes. Alright. That stuff will stay there. That's an input chest to a furnace down there that makes charcoal, which I should probably remove at some point. And I also have to work out powering these things and getting that set up working again. But I'm getting there. Got, let's see, I should have some material here. Yeah, bronze ingot. Oh, that reminds me. I had the transfer node on here, having this run automatically, and come up with liquid molten bronze. Okay, fine. But there wasn't quite enough to fill that up. And what I was trying to find out was how to make bronze. So I go over here and I hit recipe on the bronze block. Okay, bronze block is made up of ingots. I know that. And go over here, and there's other ways. One other way to do it, which is how that one got made. I put a bunch of stuff in there and a couple of things mixed and made bronze. Copper and tin, no doubt. But I click on the ingot to get the recipe, and the ingot can be made either from block of bronze or bronze nuggets. There is no other way to do it. Nuggets are made from ingots. Ingots are made from nuggets. Ingots can be made from blocks, and blocks are made from ingots, or 1,296 millibuckets of molten bronze. That is so freaking circular. I hate crap like that. You need this to make this, and in order to make this, you need to have the thing you need to make. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. I realize that there's a lot of details and whatnot, and mods are complicated. I know that. I'm fully aware of that, and mod makers and whatnot have my sympathy 8 ways from Sunday. But really, circular recipes are not fun, funny, or acceptable in any way, shape, or form. I don't know why anybody does that or lets that happen. That's just plain sloppy, in my personal opinion. Anyway, before I tear off onto a rant, I think what I'm going to do is pretty much call this an episode. Hey, you're an episode. There, I did it. Another thing to automate is going to be sag mills. There is upgrades that can be made for them that will speed them up and make them tolerably useful. So I need to get working on that and get a whole lot more automation and machines and stuff and things and stuff and so on and so forth. And yes, I've been listening to Slipgator a lot. As you can tell with all the stuff and things. Anyway, progress. We're making some. How about that? Thanks for watching. Take it easy. I'm out of here.